In 2025, Prince George's life will undergo significant changes that could reshape his childhood and alter his relationship with his parents. What hidden rules exist within the royal court, and why might this be the toughest challenge for George and his parents? Uncover all the surprising details. What you're about to learn is truly astonishing. Watch until the end to find out what lies ahead for the future king. Prince George is on the brink of facing the realities of royal protocol. As he turns 12 in 2025, major changes will come into his life as a future monarch. He will need to adapt to strict rules designed to protect the lives of royals and ensure the state's future stability. These adjustments could have a profound impact on the royal family's destiny and the entire nation. Even now, Princess Katherine is deeply focused on raising future kings in George, Charlotte, and Louis. There are very strict rules in place, despite common perceptions of royal life. Modern princes and princesses like George, Charlotte, and Louis don't grow up in endless luxury. Their upbringing often resembles that of ordinary children and can sometimes be even stricter. William and Katherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, are known for moving away from outdated royal traditions in raising their children. In their household, the happiness of George, Charlotte, and Louis takes precedence over strict rules and etiquette. It's said that Katherine has firmly expressed that traditional royal protocol has no place in their home. Raising children in the royal family is far from a life with servants attending to their every need. Princess Katherine and William have just one nanny, which is typical for a middle-class family. The Duchess herself bathes and tucks the kids in, acting as a loving mother who hugs and disciplines as needed. Let's delve into the rules and freedoms that guide young George, Charlotte, and Louis. One of the strictest rules in the Cambridge household is the ban on tablets and similar devices. While most children use touch screens, William and Katherine insist on a more traditional upbringing. They believe that real toys and outdoor play are better for stimulating children's imagination and cognitive growth. The kids have been told that tablets are for adults only, so they can't use them yet, but they're free to ride bikes and play outside as much as they like. Without screens, the Cambridge children genuinely enjoy active games and outdoor activities like bike rides, sports, and splashing in puddles. Princess Kate keeps them dry with special waterproof clothes for outdoor fun. Their toys are simple and modest: cars, dolls, stuffed animals, and building blocks. These toys are chosen to encourage imagination and curiosity about the world around them. This approach to raising children appears to be effective. The eldest, George, is in a questioning phase, actively engaging with his dad and asking numerous questions about the world. Experts say Charlotte loves dolls, but also creates exciting stories for them, and even becomes her favorite storybook heroines. One source jokes that Charlotte might not realize she's a real princess, unlike her Disney favorites. George, Charlotte, and Louis are not to be labeled or categorized. Tantrums can be dramatic for parents, and fits of kicking and screaming are far from a pleasant sight. However, Katherine, Princess of Wales, has proven methods to soothe her children, avoiding outdated approaches like punishment or timeouts. If Prince George throws a tantrum, Princess Katherine might sing his favorite songs loudly to distract him and demonstrate how pointless it is. There's an even cleverer technique. When George, Charlotte, or Louis act up, Princess Katherine might dramatically fall to the floor, mimicking their tantrum. Imagine the future queen playfully flailing about on the ground, mocking a child's tantrum. This method shows the children how silly their behavior can look, often making them smile and calm down. At rare public events, George, Charlotte, and Louis appear with their parents, knowing not to disturb their mother. Of course, Princess Katherine can't throw herself on the ground to calm her kids in public, but it's usually not necessary. Before going out, she warns that bad behavior will result in an immediate trip home. This tactic has been tested in casual settings like playgrounds, where she has taken George home for tantrums. Children can spend lots of time with their parents. Traditionally, nannies and staff were responsible for caring for and raising princes and princesses. However, William and Kate have taken a different approach, choosing to spend as much time as possible with their children. Prince George spends considerable time with his father, discussing various topics ranging from everyday matters to philosophical questions. William is often amazed by the depth of their conversations as George begins to understand the early distinctions between his unique position and that of other children. Meanwhile, Charlotte is like her mother's shadow, trying to imitate her in everything. The young princess follows Kate everywhere, including the kitchen, where the Duchess prepares meals for the entire family. Charlotte has her own play area in the kitchen, where she mimics her mother while she cooks. According to a source, the family prefers to dine together at one table, which is a departure from established royal norms. The children are even allowed to bring toys to the table to make mealtime more fun. There's no throwing food or refusing meals. If George, Charlotte, or Louis doesn't like a dish, they might start tossing food and complaining. But this is where Princess Katherine stands firm. If the children throw food on purpose, they must help the staff clean up. There's no more food, just milk at most, until the next meal. This teaches consequences, so the Wales children usually finish their meals, even if it's not their favorite. The Prince and Princess of Wales approach instills discipline and respect for traditions and others while maintaining a warm, engaging environment in their upbringing. In the lives of young royals, there are rules and freedoms that shape their daily routines and lifestyle, balancing traditional duties with the joys of childhood. Fast food is occasionally allowed. The Cambridge family's diet isn't overly strict, and the children can sometimes enjoy typical children's favorites like fast food. Surprisingly, Kate, following Diana's example, isn't too strict about it. Kate occasionally lets George, Charlotte, and Louis enjoy fries or similar treats. These rare indulgences usually happen in secret, away from health-conscious Grandpa Charles. Princess Diana used to take William and Harry to fast food places, letting them enjoy typically off-limits food. This gives the children a taste of normalcy and joy in their structured lives. They can't wear trendy clothes. It may seem odd that the royal children can't sport the latest fashion trends, but this isn't because Kate won't spoil them, it's because their family has a significant influence on fashion. Charlotte's cardigan once crashed eBay due to overwhelming interest. While the children don't yet grasp the value and significance of their attire, Princess Katherine isn't concerned. In the future, Princess Charlotte will likely reach an age where she'll want to fully utilize royal resources to reflect modern aristocratic style and keep up with the times. Cartoons are allowed. Despite strict limits on electronic games, watching cartoons remains a permitted pleasure for the Cambridge children, within reason and under parental supervision. Television becomes a window to the world of animation. William and Princess Katherine support British producers. Charlotte is often captivated by the adventures of the characters from the popular show Peppa Pig, while her older brother George shows a constant interest in Fireman Sam. This way, the children get a dose of creativity and entertainment alongside their regular activities. By following these rules and exceptions, royal children acquire skills that blend family traditions with modern realities. This balanced approach fosters the harmonious development of the royal heirs, allowing them to enjoy childhood while preparing for future international roles. However, Prince George will face the strictest restriction when he turns 12 due to stringent rules. After age 12, George must fly separately from his father, Prince William. This rule also applies to King Charles III, who cannot fly with George simultaneously. The royal family currently uses private flights, so George will likely travel apart from his siblings. While these measures may seem excessive, they aim to ensure the heir's safety in case of potential plane accidents. Precedents show that security protocols are a crucial part of royal life. Queen Elizabeth II strictly followed this rule, traveling separately from her son and grandson. These precautions remain relevant despite the apparent rarity of plane crashes involving members of the royal family. However, notable incidents exist, such as the 1937 crash that killed Prince Philip's sister, or the 1942 Duke of Kent incident. The last similar incident occurred in 1972 when Prince William of Gloucester died in an airshow accident. Interestingly, when Prince William was 12, he flew separately and never traveled with Charles or Diana. This only emphasizes the seriousness of their approach to these travels. Rare exceptions to this rule are possible only with written consent from King Charles and William. However, sources say Charles III is unlikely to grant such permission, preferring strict security compliance. Thus, coming of age in the royal family brings new duties and heightened security measures. This creates a unique, multifaceted life within the bounds of tradition and protocol. Can George handle this pressure, or are these rules too strict for a child? Share your thoughts in the comments. Did this story surprise you?